Ignore this and stay broke. You can't touch it. You can't hold it. But it's where every fortune is born. I'm speaking of the unseen realm, the mental world where all wealth begins. Before a single dollar appears, before any business exists, before a name is ever known, there is a desire, a specific one, a definite one. Not a passing wish or vague hope, but a white-hot obsession backed by decision and faith. This is the birthplace of riches. You see, the average person hopes to get rich. The successful decide they will. And that decision, made with intensity, made with clarity, sends a signal, not just to the world, but to the subconscious mind. And once that mind receives the order, it begins to work quietly, persistently, behind the scenes. Most people don't understand this. They think money is earned only through physical effort. But every millionaire I've studied, without exception, first earned their fortune in the mind. They built the image. They saw the future. They lived it mentally long before anyone else could see it physically. That's not fantasy. That's power. The mind is the workshop of God. It's where dreams are shaped, forged, and given structure. And when a person holds one image, one goal, one purpose with such consistency that no distraction can pull them away, something begins to happen. The world bends. People show up, plans unfold, and ideas arrive. But none of that starts until the invisible world is mastered. The richest people on earth didn't wait for proof. They became the proof. They didn't ask, can I really do it? They told the world, watch me. And they said it long before anyone believed them. Now here's where the separation begins. When you concentrate all your thought on one aim, just one, you awaken a force most people never touch. That force is autosuggestion, and it turns ordinary people into magnets for extraordinary results. Let me be blunt. Scattered thoughts produce scattered lives. If you jump from one idea to the next, constantly chasing the next trend, your mind becomes dull and your results reflect that. But when you hold a single goal with intensity, your subconscious mind begins to reorganize your reality quietly, precisely, powerfully. This isn't mysticism. It's mechanics. The subconscious cannot argue. It accepts what you repeatedly give it, especially when you mix that idea with emotion. The more you affirm your desire, visualize it, speak it, and feel it as real, the more your mind becomes a magnet for circumstances aligned with it. That's why millionaires don't dabble. They're not trying out success. They've made a decision, a definite decision, and they burned the bridges behind them. You may say, but I've made decisions before and nothing happened. Then I ask, did you hold that decision with emotion, with clarity, with repetition, or did you make it once and let doubt creep in? The magnetic mind is built through repetition with faith. That means every morning you return to your vision. You don't just think it, you feel it, you speak it, you act in line with it, and slowly the outer world responds to the inner command. Most people never experience this power because they never give it time to work. They plant the seed on Monday and dig it up on Tuesday to check if it's growing. But the wealthy, the truly successful, they keep watering the invisible. They trust the unseen. They know that thoughts, when held with unwavering focus, create movement. And that movement demands discipline. Desire is the spark. Faith is the fire. But discipline is the engine that turns invisible dreams into visible results. Everyone wants success until they realize it demands repetition, structure, and sacrifice. Let me make this plain. No one stumbles into wealth. Every fortune I've studied was built step by step, day after day, by men and women who aligned their daily behavior with their invisible vision. You can think all the right thoughts, You can write affirmations, build vision boards, and read every book on achievement. But if your habits are random, your results will be too. Discipline is not punishment, it's proof. It proves to your mind and the world that you are serious. Serious about your goal, serious about your identity, serious about becoming who you say you are. You must live like the future is already yours. What does that mean? It means waking up early to study your craft when no one's watching. It means saving when others are spending. It means working your plan even on the days you feel uninspired. Because millionaires aren't driven by moods, they're driven by mission. Success is not built in grand moments. It's built in the quiet, in the mundane, in the hours where no applause is heard. And that's where 95% of people quit. They say they want freedom, but can't endure structure. They want the mountaintop without climbing the mountain. But the wealthy, they respect the climb. They build routines around their vision. They engineer their days to serve their dream. They understand that what you do daily becomes who you are permanently. And just when the momentum begins to build, that's when the test always comes. Right when your dream starts to take form, the storm comes. That's not a coincidence. That's confirmation. Every man or woman who's ever built wealth was tested not once, but many times. And those tests always arrived disguised as failure. Lost money, broken partnerships, public embarrassment, rejection. But none of that is failure. It's life asking you, are you serious? Understand this. Temporary defeat is a part of the process. It is not a stop sign, it's a mirror. It reflects your depth of belief, your level of commitment, and your true identity. Most people retreat the moment resistance shows up. They say, maybe this wasn't meant to be. But the successful say, this is proof that it is meant to be and I'm close. They push harder. They dig deeper. They turn obstacles into instruction. Let me tell you something that separates the wealthy from the ordinary. They expect adversity and they prepare for it. Not with fear, but with faith. Because they understand that diamonds are only formed under pressure and character is only proven through trials. When Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times, he didn't call it failure. He called it learning. He knew each setback was a stepping stone toward mastery. Millionaires adopt the same mindset. They don't fear defeat, they feed on it. Every punch strengthens their resolve. Every delay increases their focus. And as you pass each test, something shifts. You no longer just want success, you become someone who cannot be denied. Not because of luck, but because you've paid the price in persistence. And that transformation leads to the final key. You don't get what you wish for. You don't even get what you work for. You get what you are, and that's the final truth most people never grasp. Success is not something you chase, it's something you attract by who you become. If you want wealth, become the kind of person wealth is drawn to. If you want influence, become the kind of person others want to follow. Identity is the root, results are just the fruit. This is why so many people stay stuck. They do the right things for a while, but deep down they still think like someone who lacks. They speak like someone unsure. They move like someone hoping things will work out, not commanding them to. But the wealthy, they reverse the order. They think like the person who already has it. They speak with the authority of ownership. They carry themselves not with arrogance, but certainty. And the world responds to that energy. This isn't delusion, it's alignment. You must become, in mind, in spirit, and in discipline, the person your future requires. Long before the world claps. Long before the bank account reflects it. long before anyone else believes. When your words match your thoughts, when your actions match your identity, when your habits match your highest vision, that's when the compound effect begins. Opportunities find you, people trust you, circumstances shift in your favor, and what once looked like a dream becomes your new baseline. But it never starts out there. It starts in here with a decision to become wealth in thought, in word, in action, and in being. Once you become it, success has no choice.